स्पॉटलाइट का रखा है। So, should wait for 2-3 minutes. Again, my warm welcome to all the eminent scientists, scholars, and learned participants of various disciplines and areas. This is the first and foremost course which we have brought, especially for global community as well as for the Jain community. It is entitled as Science in Jain Philosophy Foundation Course on Science in Jain Philosophy. We have planned to offer this course as an open course so that everybody and anybody can be benefited. This course has some specialty in the sense that it is focusing on the scientific explanation of Jain principles and practices. We talk many times that Jainism is having temperament, scientific temperament, and its all practices and principles are having very deep insight behind. And that shows that it is not just only the science, but it is a trans science. Now the new term is coming in the field of discussion, even in the field of philosophy and also in the field of science, that is called trans science. So it is a kind of transcendental science, which have to be proven or which cannot be proven sometimes, but we have to understand at least. This effort we have started from 2014 onward. In 2014, we have established one research institution which is named as Bhagwan Mahavir International Research Center, and it was established at Jain Vishwa Bharati Institute, which is a deemed university in Lucknow in India. And that university has collaboration with this some foreign universities, and which is it has very active collaboration with Florida International University, and under that collaboration, that some Samanisis are visiting here from last 10 years, 15 years continuously, and they are offering some courses on Jainism, especially for the benefit of the Western academia and also the Jain community, which is found in abroad. So this time, since there is pandemic and all people cannot come and sit in one class in a very big number, and that's why university is promoting online courses, and that's why I have also developed some courses online. And this is the one course which is specially designed for Jain community and also the global community to know Jainism in a scientific and modern terminology. There are many aims to think about behind the scientific studies and research of Jainism. And the first and foremost aim is the happy blending of science and Jainism. How we can bring a connecting link between these two disciplines and how they can work together or can be complementary forces to each other to bring up such theories which can be beneficial for humanity, for the well-being of the world, also can guide the human life to move in a right direction, to live a quality life. There are so many other goals also behind offering this kind of course to global community and Jain community openly. And the first goal is that understanding Jainism, we want to understand Jainism or Jain philosophy in modern context. There are so many challenges which are coming before us due to the globalization, due to the commercialization, due to this science and technological developments. So we have to think of Jain philosophy and also the practices, how we can carry on before these challenges. The second is we want to explore some new avenues of research where Jain philosophy can help science to progress. The third goal, which we are thinking, is how we can understand nature in a true sense or in a comprehensive or holistic sense. So that inclusive approach must come forward by blending science and spirituality. And the last one is how we can introduce the basic tenets of Jain philosophy and how we can understand them in a scientific perspective. Most of the people believe that the principles and practices of Jainism are very scientific, but until and unless we work on them through scientific method, it is very difficult to convince the world that they are scientific. So we have to think of all these aims and objectives when we are taking this course, when we are accessing the material which is provided in the Google class for this particular course. And we have to work intensively and collectively to develop the scientific studies and research in the field of Jainism. So with these brief introduction or you can say reflection on the goal behind offering this course, I would like to introduce my colleague here, Mr. Suril Lakhani, who is the coordinator of this particular program. So please raise your hand so that the participants can see you. Yes. And it is a good luck that though it is very early in India, and Professor Narayan Lal Kachara is wake up on my request. So he is also one of the co-instructor of this particular course. And you would be very lucky that the textbook of this course has been written down, especially by Professor Narayan Lal Kachara. He's a very senior professor. He has been working in the field of science and Jainism from many, many years. And with me, he is constantly working, at least from last 10 years. And in his guidance, I am working to develop such kind of scientific programs. So he is with us, and the textbook is written by Professor Narayan Kachara. So I requested that it would be better for me if I could get some videos of on your textbook so that all the participants could come to know that what you want to convey. And in short notice, he has prepared all the videos, lectures, and provided me. So all those video lectures are uploaded already in the Google class. Might be you all have started accessing or listening to the video lectures. And the textbook is also provided as a readings, and some extra books also referred in the syllabus, and also they are uploaded in the Google class for your extra study. So this, with this brief introduction, I would request Professor Narayan Kachara to share his view behind the writing or working the scientific studies and research in the field of science and Jainism, and what he wants to give some message to our participants. So I request Professor Narayan Kachara. You are muted.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Samaniji, and Jai Janan to all. Samaniji has very nicely introduced the very purpose of this course. And as you said that, is more or less based on my book, Scientific Explorations of Jain Doctrines. I wrote this book with a particular aim, to put forward all basic principles of Jainism in a scientific manner at one place. So I collected all the material, which is available in our arguments, in our textbooks, in canonical texts, and so on, and compiled in one book form, So it's not my contribution. In fact, the book is a sort of abstractions of material which is scattered all around. But the main aim was to have it at one place, so that, if you go through the book, you get a fair idea of what Jainism is, what Jain philosophy is in a scientific manner. And I'm happy that, this book has been prescribed as a textbook for this course. Normally, we Jains, are aware or familiar with three terms, three A's, which are popularly called Anekant, Ahimsa, and Aparigraha. What we call as a doctrine of non-violence or doctrine of multifaceted reality, and the doctrine of non-accumulation of wealth. These are the basic principles of Jainism, but this is not all. The Jain philosophy is a very comprehensive philosophy, and it embraces all aspects of life. It embraces all aspects of nature, and therefore, if you want to study, if you study this, you get really a vision of the reality, which we should all know. Science is doing the same thing, that the science is also trying to reveal the realities of nature, but the scientists are handicapped, because they are only thinking of material existences. And as you know, that the life is not a material existence only. According to Jainism and all other philosophies, the science, we have a soul, we have consciousness, and it is becoming it's very, very difficult for science to define what consciousness is. And therefore, they are not able to deal with the life in a manner which should be done. And therefore, this particular course is, I think, will be very, very beneficial to know Jainism in a scientific perspective, so that we are able to answer many of the questions which our science is facing. But this is one part. The other part is, we should know ourselves, what we are, what life is, what is the purpose of life, how should we live the life. These are the very basic questions, which we should address to, and we should know. And so I think, when you go through the book and when you go through the course, I hope that you get a vision of and a feeling of, of the realization of our own particular life or our own life. I have taken all care to record the lectures, to give you the sum and substance of the subject and the topic and say, and I have put them in a particular order so that it's easy to follow the sequence in which one should go. But this is not all, and therefore, in order to go into details of what is being taught in the lecture, so I think you should go through the reading material. It will take you some time, but I think it will be very helpful to understand the basic concepts thoroughly if you supplement what is being taught in the lectures by what is written in the textbook. I will not take much of your time, because it's not a time to lecture, but I welcome you all to this particular course. And Samaniji has done a wonderful job, organizing this course, and I look forward to very live interaction between all the participants and Samaniji. I'll be there whenever she calls me, and I'll do my best to augment what she sees. Thank you very much. And Jai Janan again.
So thank you, Professor Narayanalji Kachara, that you have woke up and you have addressed to our participants. Now I would request Mr. Suril Lakhani to say a few words, and then he will also give some presentation after the introduction of the course. So could you please say a few words?
Jai Jinendra, and I welcome you all to the course. This is really very unique course, and through this course we are seeing our Jainism through the eyes of science. That astonishing. I will just give you a very simple example how Jainism is calculating even a time from the very minute unit to what is the measurement we have to even count the very big units. Okay, just the one time is a very smallest unit, right? And whenever we will count, then after samay becomes auli. That into that transitions, our Jainism says it's asankhya samay, means infinite. Time has already been passed. So do you know what is the definition of infinite? We counted out 1 raised to 128. Okay, so it's 1 after the 128 zeros comes up there, that's become an 1 infinite, right? So after asankhya auli, it's become a second, we can say in our one, and then after it's become a ghadi. Ghadi means 24 minute, 2 ghadi means 1 murat, and murat to become a day, day to year, yeah, and a year to sadi or centuries, and centuries become a purva. 72.5 million years has been passed in a purva. Purva become a sagar, and that means that's where the calculation goes to the kalpakal to the Pudgal Paravartan, right? So you will see how the time is traveling from the very minute to whatever the calculations we have to measure all the bigger time unit, right? And that astonishing. So that's how even in however we are seeing, even a science still just reach to the nanoseconds, right? Seconds to the nanoseconds, and still they cannot even go beyond that one. And then after they will have a more and more. So from our we can give much more, and we can learn also from the science too. And that's where after that you are completing the course, you will see and your knowledge is being enriched in something greater and greater way. Okay, so with this one, I am welcoming you all to the course.
Okay, so thank you, Suril Bhai. Suril is a coordinator of this particular program, and he is joining from Orlando, USA. Professor Narayanal Kachara is joining from India, Udaipur, and I am from Miami, Florida International University. So just I want to share what is the course curriculum, what are the assignments, how you have to take this course. So just a moment. Okay. So it is sharing. The board is sharing. Is it visible? Okay, thank you. Okay. So this is the course which is entitled Foundation Course on Science and Jain Philosophy. It is foundation course, means we are covering overall all the basic principles and practices of Jainism and discussing in the light of science or some new challenges from the science. So just that's why we have given this particular title. In this particular Google class, you will find at least three icons on the top: stream, classwork, and people. So just I'm telling that in a stream board, you will find announcements of our courses, which we post on time to time. So you can see announcement 5 and announcement 4 for the orientation class. And this announcement 1 is showing that what is the intro to our course. So it is said that this is a science engine philosophy course, which is a foundational course, and it can have also 3 credits, and it can also have the opportunity to get certificate from 2 universities. The same course is being offered by these 2 universities, Florida International University and Janusha Bharati University. So they can give 3 credits for this course and also can give certificate if the participants get enrolled in their system and pays fee according to their rules. So we have offered this course open to all age group, for community, for global community, as an open course. So they can join. If they are not looking for any certificate from this university, they can join free. And those people who are above the age of 60, at least I have fixed 45, they are not supposed to do any assignment compulsorily. If they are not looking for any kind of certification, they can join the lectures, they can read the material, they can see the recommended books, and if they have any questions, they can ask in class, in discussion class also, or through email. But yes, assignments are not very much compulsory for them, so they need not to be fearful for taking this course. And we have another announcement that this course is those who are taking this course as a course and want to get some certification from the organizers or from these 2 universities, they are bound to complete all the assignments which have been given in the syllabus that I will discuss later on. Now here I have given 2 links, one link from FIU and one form of JVBI. Those who are looking for certification from these 2 universities, they can be enrolled according to their rules and regulations. So this is the stream board where we are posting all our announcements, whatever we are planning for this particular course, about any class, curriculum, or any assignment or any other informations we want to convey to our participants, we are putting on this stream board. Now I am coming to the syllabus. So since it is a kind of a university program, which is since the university also works for a community, and all the faculty members have to work for community, so it is developed as outreach, community outreach program from the university side. Since I am the faculty of the university, so I can offer some courses or some programs for the community also. So that's why it has been developed in that way. But yes, we are maintaining the university academic standard of offering any course, and that's why we have set this course for 16 weeks. Each week you have to take 1-2 lectures and some readings. So with each module, there are 15 weeks in which we have uploaded videos, 2 videos and some reading materials. So every participant has to listen to these 2 videos of each week and read some study material which is already posted with this week. And in the end of the week, they have to take 1 quiz, so that we can come to know that you are reading and listening to videos and understanding things and following things. So that's why quiz is also set with each week. This week, in this quiz will be open for 30 minutes only and once. So be careful before opening quiz. if you are ready to take the quiz, then only you have to open, and then you have to attempt for the questions. So in the end of a week, you can think of taking the quiz. If possible, you can take before also. It will be open throughout week of the particular, yes. And you can see these are the 15 weeks. Each week is having two videos, some reading materials, and one quiz. So these 16 weeks have been set for this particular course. The 16th week is especially devoted for the final exam. In final exam, you have also multiple choice questions, but this week is for examination. And you have also to give one PowerPoint presentation after taking this course, so that we could come to know that who has reflected on this material and what new input they can give after this, after taking this course. So now I'm coming to the syllabus so that everybody can see what is syllabus. So this is syllabus of spring 2022 course announcement. And here, online foundation course on science and Jain philosophy, it is meant for graduate students especially, and professionals. You can see the course description, which you might have already seen when the flyer was sent. I myself and Professor Narayan Kachara are the professor of this course. These are the course requirement is that you have to submit one research paper in the end of the course. It means after 3 months almost. You have to submit one research paper. That paper must be of 8 to 10 pages, and all indications have been given here. And you have to also give one PowerPoint presentation in the end of the course. And these are the objectives of the course, which I have already just explained when I was introducing. And this is the required book, which is known as Scientific Explorations of the Jain Doctrines, which the author, Professor Narayan Kachara, is before us. So it is his book, and it is very comprehensive text. It covers almost all the Jain principles and practices in the light of science. So that's why it is a very good book to learn about Jainism. And there are certain recommended books which have been also referred to here. And you can see these books are available on Amazon. So for extra study or for more study, you can see these books. They are available at a very cheaper cost. So the course policy, you know that in university have some course policies that there should not be any kind of plagiarism or there should not be late submission or etc. So that you must be aware of if you are taking this course. And there is a grade distribution. So grading is done here. Weekly quizzes will take 30% of final grade. Term paper will take 20% of final grade. PowerPoint presentation will take 20% of final grade, and final exam will take 30%. And there is this is the university standard that and nowadays grading is done in the letters A, B, C like this. So how much marks you get, according to that the grading is done. This is the syllabus I have already shown in the weeks on week modules, that there are 2 lectures in each week and 1 quiz. Some reading material which is related to these 2 particular topics has also have also been posted in the particular week. So in this way, you will find all, there are so many different types of concepts of Jainism. One is Jain metaphysics, Jain cosmology, Jain biology, Anekant, science and society, Jain epistemology, Jain ethics, and spirituality. So in this way, you will find that there are various topics, and almost they are fundamental principles and practices of Jainism, which have been especially focused in this particular course. And with these brief introduction of the course, I think it is a very simple, a very relaxing course. And since it is online, so anybody can listen to videos at their time. It is not necessary that they have to be in class for particular time, but they can read material in their own time. They can listen to videos in their own time, and they can take quiz throughout a week, whatever that suitable time for them. But before taking quiz, they have to be very much clear about the reading material and the video so that they can take a quiz properly. So with this brief introduction of the syllabus, now I would request Mr. Suril Lakhani for discussing the technological part of this Google class, so that if somebody cannot handle the technological things, so he should guide them how they should access the material, where they have to submit the quizzes, where they can see the grades, and what we say care they have to take. So I would request Mr. Suril for discussing about the technological aspect.
Damis Romiji, and
Yes.
welcome again to everyone. I know you all are excited to join this course, and that's why you guys are here. This one is a really awesome course, and that the design you might have seen through that while we have discussed cover the all aspects of and Jainism, not only Jainism, but it will be also covered from those the different aspects from the science base, right? We have meta science, we have ontology, we have biology. We covered the many different subjects, and that's why we want you to, that means just pay attention, and it will be enhance your knowledge. The course name is a foundations course on science and Jain philosophy. That RLG 5937-U01-1221, that is the course code. If you want to go and do the course through the Florida International University, so that is the course code for that one. And duration for this course is January 30th to the April 30th. So this one is the course, and last week is for your exam. Okay, we'll go through. Organizer of this course with the support of the Bhagwan Mahavir International Research Center, JVBI, deemed university, Ladanoon, India, Florida International University, Miami, USA, and our supporters are Jain Vishwabharati, Orlando, USA, Jain Vishwabharati, UK, Spiritual Technology Research Foundation, Mumbai. So this one is the main thing, right? Many still has a question, how to apply, how we can join. Okay, so there are the two ways to do. If you intend to get a certificate, or if you want a certificate from the universities, we have already explained you. So there are the two ways to, right? Either you can get a certificate from Miami or Florida International University, Miami, and or you can also get a certificate from the Bhagwan Mahavir International Research Center, JVPI Team University, Ladanoon. We have given you a respective link, and if you need to pay their fees and follow the procedures, that's how you can enroll yourself over there. And there is also another way. If you want to learn, and through this, our institutional partners, JVPI Orlando, JVBI UK, and Mumbai. So that's where we have another way too. So you might have to fill out the form, Google form, enroll yourself, and you can be in our course. So once you fill out the Google form, right, you will receiving an email, welcome email, or you can receive an email with the classroom link within 24 hours. Make sure you can check your emails, right? Sometimes that we have most common issues is been there that the email falling into your spam folder. So I am requesting you all also check your spam folder as well. Once you receive those email has a classroom link. Click on classroom link and it will be lead you to the Google Classroom page. We have also seen that you in your browser, you may have open your different emails. So if you seen into the picture, Google Classroom picture, they will give an options and a drop down options to select your correct email. Please use the email that you use for the registering the course. Okay, and click on the button, join the class, and you are in the class. So once you are in the class, okay, you can access that even after you finish it, you can access the class on your Google Chrome browsers, that next to your icon, you can see those are the 9 dots, right? Click on that one, it will be open your all Google apps. Go into the classroom, click on it, and you will be here in a classroom, right? Once you are in a classroom, very first one in a board, it always been a board that will be, you can see it, you can call it a stream, that you will find out all announcements related to the subject or upcoming or expectations from you. So you can get all those informations from us. And as a students, your main focus should be on a classwork. Okay, so classwork each week, you can see your weekly material is being posted over there, your quizzes are there, and your videos, as well as with your reading material. Okay, and once you click your respective week, this one is a week 1, right? So if you click on week 1 link, you can see your view something like that one. However, you can see those video lectures over there. You can see your reading material. This one is a reading material that we expect you to read it. But not only that one, but we have also a recommended reading material as well. And we want you to go through that one too, to enhance your knowledge or to get in more depth into this subject. And each week you have one quiz. Remember that the quiz is just open for that week only. It will be open on a Sunday and it will be closed on the end of that Sunday. Okay, it means the following Sunday. And once it is been closed, and you can only take the quiz one time only. Okay, so no resubmissions is been allowed, as we are following the university standard. So we're following their rules and regulations as well. If you have any other questions, I will cover it. I know many of you have questions, but that I will cover it in our Q&A sessions. So this one is okay. Now, as a participants, what is our expectations from you? So our expectations are, watch those lecture videos are very important, because it will give you what is a subject, right? But just not only you just watch video is sufficient. No, because in a video, the subject is so deep and so vast. It's very difficult us to cover the entire subject in a one video, right? So that's why we also give you a reading material, and please go through those reading material and watch a video reading material. Use also recommended study material too, to get an in-depth of the subject. Then take a quiz. Quiz is a necessary part for this one. It will be not only help you, but it help us too. How it will be help you? That's where you can check your knowledge, how much you have studied, right? Or what you have remember. What is that one? So that's where you can check yourself with those the questions. And then we also expect, because time to time we will be posting out a class activities. We expect you to join those the class activities, and you need to prepare a term paper. Remember, term paper is a part if you want to get a certificate. Okay, and term paper is covering almost those 40% of the entire course. So this one is a very important. Many times we have seen that participants start at last month to start and working on the term paper, and that is not a recommended practice. The practice is from the day one. Once you join the course, please prepare your plan, how you are going to do it, and start work on it. Okay, and then after whatever you have worked, whatever that you have submitted in a term paper, we also expect your presentations too. Once you do, and once you give a final exams, yep, you will be passing the course and you become superhero. You know, that means you can see really whenever you have started the course and how much you have already enhanced not your personality but with your knowledge and everything, and how depth knowledge you have for those the Jainism. Okay, so another one, and this one is the main part, who are seriously want to study, and we want you to seriously study, right? How we evaluate you. So very first one, a quiz is very important. Each weekly test or weekly quiz you submit it in a time, it contains 30%, 30 points, right? Whenever you submit your term paper, it contains 20 points, and term paper presentations or a project presentations that is being expected at the end of the course. So that covers the 20%, and your final exam will cover 30%. Once you do all those one, yeah, and that is the final moment for you, right? You become a graduate. Okay, you get a certificate. You get a certificate from either respective universities, or you can get a certificate from the respective centers. And here we are to support you. Okay, so never worry. Okay, if you have any questions or anything, we always been here to help you out. Please reach out to us into this email we have given you. During this course, we are also try to arrange live sessions with the respected professors and other dignitaries, okay, to give you an answer or question answers. But these things, it is still in a pipeline, in a process, and that informations will be given to you. Second major questions we are receiving, right? What is the time for this course? Remember, this is an online course, means we have already given you a material, what is been needed to you, and it is already been divided into the weekly one. So each week, you do not have to worry about full one, right? Just work on that the week, whatever the weekly material you have, concentrate on it, read it, listen it, watch it, give your exams, or we can say quizzes, and work on your term paper. Done. That's it. Okay, even though we understand, because this is entirely new subject for someone it's a very new subject, or someone are you already have a very good knowledge, and we respect that one. But even though while you are going through this material, it will give you really another facet of that knowledge. So on that time, you know that many questions will be arise, and that's why we are here. Okay, you can just email us with your questions, and we will give you an answer on that one too. Or sometimes, if happen, we will arranging a discussion sessions for you where where you are allowed to ask your questions, or your questions may be covered into the discussion sessions. Okay, but don't worry, we always been here. Okay, and this will be a really fun for you. Not only fun, but it's easy. Just work hard, work best from your end, and we cover you. Mr. Ramiji, I'm done, but
Okay, yes.
oh,
Okay, yes. Thank you, Sunil bhai, for explaining the all technological, what we say, technological aspect. So now we would request all the participants, if they have some questions, they can raise the question, they can raise the hand, and we can unmute them. So if anybody has any question, any query.
Yes, you said there are 2 sessions in a week. What are the timings and which day would those be?
Okay, so I have already said this is an online course. So, and that's why there is no such session, but we are finding that most of the people are interested to take some live class for this particular course, so that they can ask anything which is not clear to them, or they want to understand some things which are not clear just by reading or watching. So that's why I'm planning that there should be 2 sessions only, because people from different countries are joining this course and they have different time zone, and the class would be on necessary would be just for one class would be necessary to join, not all both the classes for all the participants. Depending on their time zone, we are setting the same class 2 times, and it would be better we to sit on Saturday in the morning and the evening, like this time. If somebody is finding any difficulty, they can say that about timing, so that we can consider. Still, we have not yet announced for the class. This is online course. Everything is uploaded. The lectures are uploaded. The reading materials are uploaded, and the quiz is also uploaded. So you have to take your time. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sushmaji, you can ask your question.
I have one question. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful course. I'm really happy having this course given to all of us to learn scientific perspective of Jain philosophy. I'm looking forward to this course. The question I have is, I'm going to audit this class. I'm not going to go for certificate or anything. So can I still take the quizzes? Material is still there, but I just want to see, the quizzes. Can I take it still?
Okay. You are not taking any certificate, no?
Correct.
Yes. So it is not necessary for you, for those people who are not looking for any kind of certification. So you can take, or you cannot, you can skip them. Just you have to watch the videos, read the material, and that's all.
Oh,
Sushmaji,
the quizzes are available.
Yeah.
Quizzes will be available, and it's up to us whether we want to take it or not.
Yes. But if you are starting taking quiz, then you have to take all the quizzes. So it would be better for us to evaluate how many people have really studied. We can check on our part also. And certification is not necessary, but for evaluation of yourself, to take quizzes or fulfill assignments would be better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Muditji, you can ask your question.
Yeah, Jai Jinendra, thank you so much for this opportunity for the course. Looking forward to it. It looks like probably I missed the information on when this class will be conducted. So if that information is already communicated, would you please share that information again? I'm on the Pacific time zone in US.
Muditji, this class is online, means that the material is already been there if you are already into this class, and you can see or go through those material according to your convenient time. Okay, quiz are there, but only thing is that quiz are only open for that the particular week. Right now, this one is the week 1, so that the quiz is open for this week 1, right? At the next Sunday, that the quiz will be over, and you cannot take that the quiz. So second Sunday, but the reading material is always been there. You can anytime go back into the week, and you can read it those the material again. Okay, only thing is
okay. And do we have can we download the material, or we have to always log into the Google Classroom to review it?
You need to get into the Google Classroom. We are not allowed to download any of those the material, as the material is been copyrighted and protected by the universities, and it is not recommended that you can download. But the thing is that material is there, right? And this one is the 3-month course. You can, during that the time, you can use it over and over. How many times you can go through? That's why that 15 weeks material is there. Books are already there. Okay, you can go to this any of those the week, read those the material, and it's available for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Anybody? Jaswant Bhai? Yes, you can.
Jai Jinendra.
Yes.
Will the answers of the quiz will be given on later?
We have not yet set such kind of system for seeing the answers, but yes, the grading will be available.
No,
At
that
once
will be there, but we can know
as you submit the
what
keys.
is the correct answer for this quiz.
Okay, so we will think about it. Right now, it is not there in the system.
Normally in any textbook, the answers
Yeah.
are given at the end of the
Yes,
chapter.
see, is the presentation and the reading material have
No, that
all the
will be there,
answers
but
and yeah. So you can check
model
from there
answer.
also. You can check from there also, but still there is no such kind of setting in this particular Google class that you can see what is the right answer.
No, if we get it, then we will know whatever our mistakes or something like that.
Okay, okay, we will see how it can be possible.
Thank you. Jai Jinendra.
Yes.
Vandavan,
Yes.
namaste.
Okay.
We have,
Anybody has any question? Yes.
yeah, we have another question. It's come through this the chat, and they are requesting, are we making any WhatsApp group? As a such this time, we do not have that the plan, but in a future, yes, if it is so, we definitely posted that the informations to our board where you can go read it, and we will include your one. Another things for that one, once you start doing a quiz or other things, because the other difficulties we have seen up here one, whenever you have go through those the Google form and enroll us, many of our participants didn't put their full name. Okay, not the address is properly given, and not the country name, and also those the phone number. Okay, it doesn't contains those the country code. So it is pretty hard at this point to just create a WhatsApp group. We don't know, but yes, even this idea is really nice. And whatever decisions we are taking, you will be informed through those our stream board. Anyone, other people has any questions, please raise your hand and I can unmute you.
So hope this week material is already open and the quiz is also open from today onward. So you have 1 week time to go through the reading materials, to watch the video lectures, and to take the quiz in the end of the week. So before Sunday 12 a.m., you have to take quiz. So you have enough time, and it is a quite relaxing course online. So there is no time, particular time fixed for coming and taking any class. Just to you, everything is all available online. Yet we are fixing one class for live discussion, so that anybody has any kind of difficulties in accessing the material or understanding the material or following anything. So we are setting one class on Saturday. So this will be 9:30 and this 8 p.m. is the right time for all the participants. They have to come just in one class, not in both the classes. Both the classes would be on the same topic. So according to your time suitability, you have to choose which one is good for you, and you can come to that class. So both the classes would be on Saturday from our time, but in India time, one class would be on Sunday in the morning, and one class on Saturday in the evening, in the evening. So that time difference may be in India or UK for the classes.
I have just one question.
Yes.
Hold on, Sushmaji, I will allow you, because first we'll go for another question. So we get another question in our chat that, okay, can people from the US get a degree from the India Ladnun University?
Okay, so that we have to ask legal rules and regulations of that university first. Then we can inform you that if you can get that kind of degree. So what is their rules and regulation for online programs, and how they will give the full degree. So that should we have to inquire from the system, and we will let you know soon.
Shushmaji, you can now unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, thank you, Surilji. Just one question popped up. What are the expectations in general? We have to watch 2 videos and the reading material per week, and then there's a quiz.
Yes.
So the expectations are like a 4 or 5 hours per week that we need to spend. Do we have some, estimates of time?
Okay, so 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours at least are expected that each participant should spend for accessing this course especially. So 2.5 hours is the ideal time which has been thought of for weekly assignments.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yes.
Everybody takes the quiz, regardless of if you are taking this paid course or just attending this course. Everyone is supposed to take the quiz, or only the students who need the certificates?
Yes, we have already said in our announcement that those who are looking for any kind of certification from the organizing centers or from the universities, they are bound to take the assignments. Otherwise, you can listen to videos, read the material. That's enough. And
Okay.
join the discussion class. So that's enough.
Thank you.
And it
Thank
is
you.
free. That's why it is free. Otherwise, you are bound to fulfill all the assignments.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So I think this is the questions and many of you have still, but that's why whatever we did it over the 45 years of age, right? It is not mandatory or compulsory. You can go and take even a quiz or work on term paper, okay, or do any kind of sort of presentations. But it is highly recommended, because that's how you know, right, where you are or what you have understand. Once you will start working on those questions, that will be starting your thinking process, okay, and that will create in your many of those questions. And fortunately, we have good professors here and good faculties here. They can be here to answer your doubts, okay. So that's how this is the learning process, and you all are here because, and you all joined this the course because you want to learn something. So it's a highly recommended, whether it's not compulsory or compulsory, forget about those the part, but if you be in a process, that will help you.
Sure, thank you.
Yes.
I can unmute you and you can ask your question.
Hello. Those who are not
Yes.
opting for the certificate can also answer the quiz also.
Yes. It is preferred. It is preferred that everybody has to take quiz at least, so that we can come to know that the participants
Exactly.
are taking material seriously and they are reading.
Okay.
Okay. And they are getting knowledge from these materials.
Yes, we put a lot of hard work behind it, okay, to prepare this course. Even our professor did it a lots of researches, right? That the material, it is not just come from anywhere. It's come from the researches. It comes from the hours and hours of those the hard work put behind it. And once you take those quiz, it's a respect of the time that we put or our professor put, or the time our volunteers giving to you. So that is also a respect one time. Okay, so that's how we also want you to attend a quizzes and do those the work. Any other question? Forum is still open, and anyone has a doubt, they can just raise their hand and I can unmute this particular.
Chandrakant.
Chandrakant Bhai, can you please unmute yourself?
This quiz and video will be available on my email account, right? All the time?
This is not available on your email account, but this is available in a Google, right? So this is available. Videos are always been available in Google Class during your course duration. Okay, quiz are not. Quiz are weekly. Once the week is over, that week's quiz is gone. Okay, so whatever the week you can only able to take that week's quiz.
Okay. But for video, I have to go to Google Class now. How I'm
Yes.
just.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I can log anytime in Google Class, right? Or only
Yes,
scheduled time?
So it's,
Anytime.
I already explained you, that means in your Google Chrome browser, if you see on your right hand side, top of those one, your login icon, right? Over there, you can see those the 9 dots, okay? Those are in a square. Click on that one and it will be open all Google applications. Just scroll down and select a classroom. Okay, once you select the classroom, you are into the classroom that you been. Or if you have many classes, then you need to select our foundation course class. Okay, select that class and you can see it.
Okay, thank you. If any problem, I will call you.
Anytime. We are always here.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have your telephone number available, Suril Bhai?
Yes, there is also a telephone number available, but we want the conversations through the email. Okay, because we have many participants, so it's pretty hard to manage it.
Okay.
Telephone number is available.
All right.
You can find it into the same our Google Class.
Okay, thank you.
So I think everybody has got the answers, and now the class has already started from today morning, and it will continue up till 38th April. So that is the last day of the course. After this course will be closed and newer other ones may come up very soon. So just I expect that all the participants are very much learned. They are scholars of universities like Sushma and Bhatia and some other, Jaswant Bhai, he is also very big scholar of his field. So in this way, there are so many learned participants in this particular course. They are joining from very different universities. They are on very different positions. Some are directors, some are professors, some are having some other positions. So they are highly intellectual. So we are expecting some new input from your side in the end of the course, how you are reflecting on this course and course content, and what new input you can bring through your own research throughout this semester. So that is the main expectation from the participants, and not just quizzes or assignments. So that is the main purpose of launching this course to global community and as an open course to community. So we want to fish the intellectual mind of Jain tradition or scholars of Jainism to bring some new insights, to bring some new research, so that in future, the future generation can get answers to those challenging questions which are coming or popping up in the modern time. So this is the main purpose of offering this course. I expect that all the scholars will contribute in their way, because they have so much talent, they have so much experience, they have so much knowledge and studies. So I think some new input will come out in the end of the semester, and we will always be with you. Any questions you have, you can communicate through email, and we will try our best to give answer on the same day within 24 hours. So that is our commitment from our side. But notice that our emails sometimes are going in your spam folder, and that's why you couldn't come to know that we have sent answer or we have communicated something. So please check all the times. If our emails are going in your spam folder, you should click on not spam, and it should be in streamline of your own email. So that is you have to do. And now we are fixing a class on Saturday, live discussion class, in which Professor Narayana Kachara would give speech on the particular topic in which he has already on which he has already given his talk in through videos and the reading materials. So we will see how this course is going on and how you are following it, and what new other can be brought in this field of science and philosophy. So thank you very much for joining this course, and we are very hopeful that this course will help to enhance Jain studies and research in a very right direction, and in the direction of scientific new studies. So that is our main expectation. And I thank to all the participants, Professor Narayana Kachora and also Suril Bhai, who is conducting all this and taking care of all this technological aspect of this particular program. He has set all these material in Google Class in a very proper, in a systematic manner. Everybody can get very easy access through this system, and all the notifications are going at once in the emails of the participants. So that is very real good system of Google Class, which I am pursuing. So thank you for coming and joining, and we will see again you in Saturday class. That is the live discussion class on particular topic. Before, you have to go through the videos, you have to watch the videos and go through the reading materials, and also there are recommended materials. If you have any queries, you can ask in that class. So, Jai Janendra to all again.
Thank you, Jai Jindra Vandami Naman Sami.